Okay, welcome back. It's ChrisStrub from TeamStrub.com. Welcome. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, and we're here live from Watertown, New York. I'm ChrisStrub. I'm the first man to live stream in all 50 states. 50 states, 100 days, 60 youth organizations. I'm speaking at Periscope Summit in just a few weeks. I've also just recently released a book, 50 States, 100 Days, the book. How cool is that? 50 States, 100 Days, the book. Available now at Amazon.com, TeamStrub.com. Click on book. You can also add me on Snapchat at ChrisStrub. Joe Simon. Joe Simon. Joe, you got to see Care Bear's. You got to see Care Bear's impression of Joe Simon. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Again, I'm ChrisStrub, the first man to live stream in all 50 states, and I'm live today from beautiful, not snowy Watertown, New York. Can you believe there is not any snow out here? It's just raining. It's supposed to be like multiple feet of snow right now. Having a fresh apple orange juice, that sounds really delicious. That sounds really fantastic. Yes, I just had a couple Chobanis as I was selected the Chobani Fan of the Week, which apparently comes with a huge prize. So if you missed that, I won 16 cases of Chobani about 6 weeks ago, and I am down to, I believe, 4 Chobanis left in the fridge. So I just had 2 more. I've only got a couple left. I did give some to my family over Thanksgiving, but I'm so excited for all of you guys to be here. Again, I'm ChrisStrub. This summer I visited 50 states in 100 days, volunteered with 60 different youth organizations. I'm so excited to be here to tell you guys that I am pretty regular indeed. I am so excited to tell you guys that I have a book that I just released on Friday. It's called 50 States, 100 Days, the book. And you can get it now on Amazon.com. You can go to TeamStrub.com and click on book, and you can get it right from there. It's awesome. I talk all about visiting 50 states in 100 days and live streaming across the country. 50 states in 100 days. I'm going to talk about it at Periscope Summit as well. So 50 states, 100 days, the book. I'll be chatting about it live in San Francisco at Periscope Summit on January 15th. I'm in the very first session there. So hopefully you'll have a chance to join us at Periscope Summit. If you cannot make it, surely you can check it out on Periscope as well. I don't really know the language that you're speaking in. Joseph Nigel Fry. Yeah, so Joseph, tell me, where are you watching from? I am more than happy to talk about my experience in your state. Or if you have any other questions at all, I love doing Ask Me Anything. As long as the questions are in a decipherable language, I am happy to answer them. I don't really want to block that guy because I don't know that he's saying anything bad, but it's very cool that you're watching from Austin, Texas, because I actually visited Austin, Texas for the first time. I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, Texas was state number 15 or 16. And I worked with, let me know if you're familiar with them, the Boys and Girls Club of Austin. And they are a multi-location facility. Of course, Austin is it's a somewhat large city. It's not a huge city, but they have certainly enough space there to have multiple locations. And I don't remember the exact name of the site where I worked in Austin, but it was in a housing development. It was in like a housing complex, and so the kids there really benefited quite a bit from the program, even more so than a typical Boys and Girls Club. It was the first day of summer camp at the Boys and Girls Club, so it was really exciting to meet Director Steve Zuniga, and he was using, he was bilingual, so there were a number of kids in the program who spoke both English and Spanish, and there were a couple little girls there who spoke only Spanish, and it was great to see how he went out of his way to make sure to talk to them and explain to them everything that was going on in the program, as they felt, they appeared to feel a little bit ostracized. They were the only kids who really didn't understand everything that was going on in English when it was explained initially. So yeah, it's important to learn Spanish in Texas. I agree. I really enjoyed Austin, though. It's a great city. I really hope I get a chance to come back there. I know South by is down there, so maybe I'll have a chance to attend that next year. I've never been, but I really enjoyed my time in Austin. It was a heck of an experience. I actually spent more time in San Antonio than I did in Austin, just because the price of a hotel was about $15 cheaper a night. How did I find Maine? What's up, Chocolate Johnny? Chocolate Johnny. How did I find Maine? Maine was great. I actually worked with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Maine in Portland. Got a chance to spend some time. We did, of course, an interview with the executive director and their program manager. Johnny, of course you can, my friend. And then we walked around Portland. We walked around downtown Portland for about 2 hours and did an awareness campaign on video. We actually streamed it live on Meerkat. So I did a 2-hour live stream on Meerkat with the staff from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Maine. And we went around asking people, what do you know about Big Brothers Big Sisters? Would you be interested in being a mentor? Tell us what you think. And it was great. So I love seeing that Chocolate Johnny is here from Australia. I think Sarah is also here from Charleston, West Virginia. Why are you so awesome, buddy? So glad we met. Love your work. Thank you, dude. I love your work. I can't watch Snapchat without seeing Chocolate Johnny. Someone just randomly, it must be hard to even keep up with it all. Everyone's shouting out Chocolate Johnny. It's freaking awesome. And the cool part is, Johnny, we actually haven't even met yet, but we are going to meet in a couple weeks in San Francisco. I'm so pumped for that, man. I'm so pumped for that. So pumped. January 14th through the 17th, Periscope Summit. And actually, Johnny and I are speaking at the same time. I'd love to mentor. I don't have children, and I'd like to give some knowledge to the young ones. Joseph, what you should do is contact Big Brothers Big Sisters. You said you're in Austin. I'm certain that there is a fantastic chapter there, although I did not visit them. But please, I would be happy to follow up with you after this scope. If you wanted to DM me, I can answer any additional questions that you have about the program. Big Brothers Big Sisters is a great way to do that. They're a one-on-one mentoring program that's nationwide. Like I said, I visited 9 different chapters of Big Brothers Big Sisters around the United States, and I'm certain that they would love to hear from you. They would love to answer any more of your questions that you may have. But Big Brothers Big Sisters, there's a reason why I visited so many chapters of their program, and it's because they're freaking awesome. Every single one was great. I really loved meeting the team in Hawaii. They were fantastic. The executive director in Rapid City, South Dakota, she was great. I teach music and can help tutor too. Very cool, man. See, that's what's so great about Big Brothers Big Sisters is they will ask you and get to know what your skill set is. What are you interested in? And then they're going to find a kid who's on their waiting list whose interests match yours. So instead of just like throwing you with a random kid, they're going to look through their list and they're going to find someone who's also interested in music. And that skill that you have, that ability to teach music, and I don't know what capacity, if you teach a certain grade or whatever, but that specific skill set that you have, if you can share that with that child on an ongoing basis, you're going to have a huge impact on them, and I truly believe they're going to have an impact on you. That's the one thing that I always heard throughout the summer as well, was that in the mentor-mentee relationship, it's often the adult who feels even more beneficial from being part of that one-on-one relationship. So I had a chance to meet so many great kids in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program this summer. In Peoria, Illinois, we got to go to a baseball game together, which was awesome because I love going to baseball games, and I often go by myself because I don't have kids of my own either. And I got to go with this kid Felix and a bunch of the other kids from Peoria, Illinois. And I just sat and watched a baseball game with Felix for like 3 hours. We went over, we met the mascot, we were talking about the game. He had a medal on his neck where it was like a soccer participation medal, and he loved talking about it. And sometimes that's all those kids need, is someone to listen and someone to understand what they're going through. And it means the world to them, it really does. So do me a favor, send me a DM. I will be sure to follow you back on Twitter, and I am more than happy to answer any other questions you may have about the program. I can also help you look up who the person would be that you want to speak to in Austin. If you need a little more help to make sure you get started there, we would love to have you. And January is mentoring month. So, for Big Brothers Big Sisters, it's a huge, huge month for that organization nationwide. You're welcome, man. He says, thanks much. I say, you're welcome. So Jose Luis, thanks for being here. Lisa, thank you so much for being here as well. I really appreciate it. So if anybody's watching this on replay, you're interested in hearing more about Big Brothers Big Sisters, no matter where you are in the country. Again, I visited 9 different chapters, all across the country, from Hawaii to Portland, to Memphis, to Springfield, Missouri, to Las Cruces, New Mexico, to Rapid City, South Dakota, Peoria, Illinois. Man, so many really great. Thanks for talking with me last week. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Keeps one young too, I think. Spending time with youth, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's why I love traveling. It was stressful. 50 states in 100 days, it was stressful, but every time I got to hang out with the kids, it definitely brought me back, brought my energy levels back up, no matter how tired I was or anything. So if you love my scopes, if you love seeing 50 states in 100 days, you love the I Am Here concept, 50 states in 100 days. I drove by car, man. I flew to Alaska and Hawaii, but I did the other 48 states by car. I called it the Honda Hotel because I slept in my car. 50 states, 100 days. Flew from Seattle to Anchorage to Honolulu to Seattle, and then drove back east. So it was May 15th to August 21st. The first chapter of Big Brothers Big Sisters that I visited was in Memphis. And the last one that I visited was in Asheville, North Carolina on August 21st. So 9 chapters of Big Brothers Big Sisters, plus we did the Boys and Girls Club of Austin. We also did the Boys and Girls Club of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and the Boys and Girls Club of New Hampshire. So if you check out my book, teamstrub.com, and click on book, you can get your book just in time for the holidays. See, I even got my hat on there. 50 States, 100 Days, the book. You can read all about it. And as you go through the book, it's an ebook. As you go through the book, there's hyperlinks to the interviews that I did. So if you get up to the chapter about Austin and you're like, oh man, I want to watch that interview, you can click right from there. You don't have to go searching on the internet. You don't have to go searching through my YouTube channel. Right in the page of the book, you can click right on it, and it'll take you right to a YouTube interview where you can watch me interview the director, Steve Zuniga. And then if you have even more questions, if I didn't answer something in your in the video that you watch, just send me a tweet and I'll tweet you back. I'll even video snap you back. I'll Snapchat you back. We'll Periscope again. Whatever you want to do, I would love to answer any and all of your questions. Would you sacrifice a baby if it would end terrorism worldwide? Not your baby. Ooh. Man, that grinded me to a halt. Would I sacrifice it? No, I don't think I would sacrifice a baby. I think we need to think of solutions that are not... Man, that's tough. What's up, Funky? Thanks to the Funky Fairy for being here. I'm just going to wrap up here in a minute because I've been going for a few minutes here, but I wanted to tell you guys about my book, 50 States, 100 Days, the book. What's going on, Funky? I love the emojis. Terrorism is a state of mind. Yes, I agree. I agree. And Merry Christmas to you. I presume we're graced with the presence of Mama Funky. I got my hat on. I love following your holiday snaps as well. I know you've got the team dancing and singing over there at the funky offices. So cheers. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Happy holidays, Festivus, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating. It's a wonderful time of year. I'm very excited to go home and spend some more time with my family later this week. It was a total pleasure speaking to you, Joseph, about Big Brothers Big Sisters, about my trip, 50 States, 100 Days, the book, available now, teamstrub.com, click on book. It really would mean a lot to me, especially because I did all of this sort of out of my own pocket without a sponsor or anything. So for anyone interested in hearing more about the story, please consider getting the book. It would mean a lot to me. 50 States, 100 Days, the book, available now at teamstrub.com. I will see you on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Meerkat, Instagram, everywhere, at ChrisStrub, facebook.com/teamstrub. You can check out all the Snapchat videos, and I will see you again soon. Thanks.